Now let the beat ride.
What's good, baby? Man, I feel like it's been a minute. Yo, welcome back to High Chicago, episode 21. For those of you guys asking about where episode 20 was, it's audio only. We had some visual difficulties, so check us out on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you can consume podcasts. That's where we're at. But anyways, man, it feels good to be back. Holy shit. I haven't seen you fools in a minute, and there's been a lot that's happened since the last time we recorded. So before we dive into what's good today, let me see how everybody's doing real quick. Aaron, what's up, bro? How you feeling, bro? Everything cool?
Oh, everything's going good, man. I'm just happy to finally have voted that orange bastard out of the office, bro. That's really how it is.
Wow. He didn't even hesitate. Okay.
No, he called him an orange bastard with no hesitation
Straight
at
off the
all.
rip.
No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
We're here for it. Now, don't get too excited yet, right? It's not official. But
But
we'll
it's
kind of get
pretty
into
official.
that in a minute. In my mind, it is. JV, nice Chicago flag background. I see you, big homie. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, all you have to do is just come with bad graphics for the 20 episodes and somebody just send you an Amazon order, right? Shout out to our fans. They were like, you know what, JB, we want you to do better. And look, we got a new camera. Hey, I'm in HD now, and we got a nice flag. I'm doing well, man. How you doing, Sean? You doing all right?
Bro, I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? I'm tanner now. I just got back from Mexico a few days ago. That
so
was
you
lit.
comment-
During a panty,
so you
though?
got- during a pandemic?
So I
Oh,
social
is that-
distance. I had a mask on. You feel me? I had
absolutely.
unlimited tequila. I fucking rode a camel. I smoked in some parakeets from fucking Mexico. So if you hear some birds in the background, that's what that is. So yeah, it was a fucking doozy.
So
My
are
bad.
you like quarantining right now, or I just want to know who I
Yes.
need to call? Are you?
No,
sure?
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
call
I'm at
JB
the crib.
Prisker.
Sean, you sound like a retired
JB?
60-year-old white man. That's the
Right.
rate you're going.
That's not the first time I've heard that, so it's fine. Mary Claire with the straight hair, don't care.
She looking
How
good.
are you? You good? You seem stressed.
I'm exactly what you said earlier. I'm overworked and underpaid.
Yes,
Oh.
you need a break from life. You just need to go in a corner and just fucking hide, turn your phone off, and don't talk to anybody.
I'm trying to, man. Like, I even had my birthday weekend, like the whole weekend requested off, and that got canceled. So I get one day off now instead of 3, which sucks.
And for those of you that don't know, Mary Claire has worked about 80 hours a week for the last 4 or 5 weeks. 80 hours a week. That's fucking insane.
And that's not even
For
including the
$12 an
hours
hour, that's
that.
crazy.
That's not even including the hours when she be on the street corner over in the fourth ward in Houston.
Uh-uh.
That's not even including those hours.
Jesus.
That's where the real money is
Oh
made.
my God.
Oh, are we recording?
Look,
My bad. I was supposed to say.
Look, and I made my little appearance up north, so I was working double overtime and across states. No, I'm just playing.
It's cool. Just make sure you share them funds with Roosevelt. You feel me? And we
Share
all
the
good.
funds.
No, you got to worry about
Oh,
the
shit.
taxes.
Facts. So, man, a lot's
Y'all so
happened since the
terrible.
last time we recorded. Aaron, you got a fucking job. Finally, we didn't even talk about that, right? So that's solid.
Sean's so
Meg Thee-
petty.
a little bit. Meg Thee Stallion dropped a new album, which was dope as fuck. Aunt Viv and Will Smith squashed their beef, which is solid as shit. I hope you guys watch that Fresh Prince reunion. It's dope.
Not a
and then-
sponsor.
No,
Right,
not at
yeah,
all.
we're not.
Just
yeah, we're
letting you guys know what
sponsoring,
good
yeah.
quality TV is. And then
Okay.
we got a new president-elect. Right? Again, in my mind, I don't know if it's official yet, but
We're 80% of the way
fuck
there.
But you skipped over the most important part. Jeezy and Gucci squashed
Went
their
hard.
beef last night.
Yes,
No, wait,
no,
was that
facts,
really important?
facts.
Was that really? Come on, now.
It's the most important. It was the most
Was that really
important.
squashing?
That was the most
I thought-
irrelevant.
Can I say this real quick? I thought it was about to get a little real when Gucci sat there and rapped his diss track right there in front of Jeezy, and I was like, "Now wait a minute."
Rap multiple diss tracks. But
I was a little nervous. I was like, "I'm not trying to witness a crime on the Instagram Live."
Black Twitter would have been here for it though. So
I'd have been fine with it.
See,
um,
this is what happens when you work way too much. You don't know what's really going on in the world. All you know is that all of your state is in code red and that they're about to go double time backwards. So everybody's about to go back
Well,
underground. Yeah.
Illinois is doing the same thing. So
Yeah.
hold up,
Oh,
Fat.
but-
Hold up. Before we go into that, I want to talk about the president-elect real quick, right? Because there's some controversy going on. with one of his first acts as potential president, right? He has called on Congress to forgive student loans immediately. And not to my surprise, that shit is controversial as fuck right now. So that's crazy to me. I think as Americans, we can find a way to make anything an issue, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Loan forgiveness, wearing a mask, supporting Black lives. Like, as a country, we don't want good things for everyone. There's no fucking way, right? So, Aaron, my question goes to you first, right? Some people are excited about the financial possibilities that this is going to provide. Other people think it's bullshit and it's unfair. Where do you stand on the spectrum?
I think it's great, and I think it's something that probably should have been pushed for a little bit harder with past regimes, including Obama's administration. Like, I'm not going to let him off the hook for that. It should have been something. Yeah, it should have been something that was looked into, especially when Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac were going under. There's a reason for that, right? It's because no one's able to pay these exorbitant loans. The loans are predatory. The percentages, they may seem low. They may seem low, but they're really not low because they're over.
It's overbearing.
Yeah, over like a 50-year span. So those interest rates end up stacking up. You'll have like a $50,000 loan, and it'll end up being $250K by the time you finish paying. Right.
Interest rates are bullshit and a scam, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah, but it's like, but the things that I'm seeing that are sort of making other people a little leery about it is that they've paid off their student loans and they did it the right way, and they don't feel like other people should have the benefit of getting their loans paid off. It's so dumb because it doesn't affect you. It's another issue that shouldn't affect you. If you already paid it off, fine, good, that's nice. It's like saying, hey, I already got the coronavirus, but they're releasing the vaccine. Nobody else should get the vaccine. It's the exact same logic. And I just think,
and people don't go to school and take out loans with the intent to like say, nah, fuck that, I'm not paying this back. Like, not at 18, 19 years old. You feel me?
I
you do.
disagree
Okay,
with
man.
that.
Okay, shit, go ahead.
hey, go
I
ahead.
totally disagree
Go
with
off.
that. I know hella people my age that when it came time to signing loans, like, students financial aid said, hey, you know what, we got your back, you're covered, and we're going to give you all this extra money towards like books and like other things that you might need to pay for. And instead people are like, hell no, I'm cashing these checks, I'm never going to pay this shit back anyway. Like, there's plenty of people who do that.
Are you one of them? Because you sound like you're one of them.
Right. She definitely sounds like she does. She's speaking.
No,
from
I'm
personal
salty
experience.
because I had to work my ass off to get my degree. I have my degree now, and I'm struggling to pay it off because they don't promise you the line that, you know, is it. I don't want to say it's promised, but they say if you work hard enough, you can get a good paying job like right out of college, and you should either
Bullshit.
have those loans deferred or paid off within like 3 to 5 years. That's bullshit because none of that is ever offered. You end up getting some shitty retail job or something, and it's like, unless you're one of the top 3 degrees, and you ain't gonna get shit paid off.
Yeah, there's only like certain degree programs that you can sort of get them paid off that quickly.
Yeah.
So, Mary Claire, what message would you have for the people that Aaron were referring to, the ones who had their loans paid off and think that this is some bullshit in general?
The ones that had their loans paid off for?
Like
The
they
ones
pay
that
them
have
off.
they paid off their loans themselves, right? And they think it's unfair for people to get student loan forgiveness.
I mean, I don't think it's I don't think it's unfair. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
no, but
talking
what message do you have for those people?
suck it. Get over it. Like,
Straight like
what else do you want from me? Like, you're just mad because I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm probably in a shittier situation than you, probably don't have as much money as you, and you're mad for the same reasons why people who are rich are angry at the poor. Like,
Okay, fair enough. But JV, why should the government help people who chose to take out these loans in the first place?
Well, it's two things happening. To piggyback on the first thing that you asked, Mary Claire, I would think the bigger issue is that it's easy to say let's forgive student loan debt, but I do think Biden, Congress, Senate, everybody, all your government officials, they do have to come up with this comprehensive plan because there are so many people that did pay off their student loan. So I'm not opposed to them coming up with some type of tax credit incentive. Like, okay, if when you file your, 2020 taxes next year in February, April, April of 2021, there's going to be this tax credit for people who've already paid off their student loan for them to get some type of money back. I can understand the frustration. Not so much people feeling like these people shouldn't get help. I think it's a small minority of people that truly feel that way, but I think some people do feel slighted, like, well, dang, I have to work, 2 jobs. I finally paid my student loans off, and now, somebody that haven't paid $1 towards their student loan, they just been sitting in deferment. Now they're getting a chance and opportunity to, just have their debt wiped away clear. I do understand why people will be kind of peed off about that. So I think there has to be some type of balance. But to answer your just question right there, why should the government step in? Is because when we talk about income inequality, a lot of it has to go back to debt. When you look at the amount of debt that a college graduate takes on, anybody that went to college, even if they didn't get a chance to graduate, but the most people that did graduate and went to college, they coming out of college with $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 in debt. But it's not like when they go out there and get a job, whether you're going to be a journalist or whatever the case may be, it's not like once you go out into your first job, you're knocking down $100,000 a year. So a lot of people don't get those types of careers and opportunities for the vast majority of degrees, because you can even go out and become a school teacher, or you can go out and be, a director at a warehouse or something like that. You're not walking out of college making $80,000, $90,000, $100,000.
But JV, even if I did walk out of, after getting my undergraduate, if I would have walked out getting a job that was $80,000, cool. They still make you do a percentage-based payback. So you like Aaron was saying, it's only certain degree programs that you get deferred. Like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know I can't think of a specific one off the top of my head, but there's some people who get, well, I don't know how it works specifically for teachers. I thought they were ones that fell into that category. But like, even if you're making $80,000 and you file that, they go, okay, cool. This is how much you make. This is about how much your bills are monthly. This is how much you can pay us monthly. I had a retail part-time job, and they expected me to pay $280 a month. That was a lot, and I paid a lot of bills.
No, I agree with that. And so that's why, Sean, MC, and Aaron, that's why I was kind of just saying, it's important for the government to step in, because the power of people not being in debt. We always talk about where the future, these people going to college, go out and get these great jobs. Well, you never really get ahead if at 24, 25 years old, you're already underwater by $100,000. And then that's not including you move to a new city. Now you got to go get you a car. Now you're underwater an additional $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, depending on what type of car you get. Then don't get an apartment. Now you're paying money that's just not even really value. It's not like you're owning a house or anything like that. So just right off rip, you can even be a single person, no kids or anything, but right off rip, you're already down $150,000. So it's one of those things where it's like, if you can wipe out that student loan debt, and then
it's not all the debt, right? It's $10,000 to $50,000 what's on the table right now.
I was also going to add that too, Sean. You made it seem like they were going to pay off everyone's student debt, but from what I heard, it was only $10,000 max.
No, $50,000 the max.
It's $50,000 max. Yeah.
Which is still a lot, and that's going to help a lot of people. And people are just going to put that money right back into the economy. But JV, you mentioned tax credit or tax break, right? You said the government has to do that for people, and I don't understand why. Why does every benefit, when it comes to middle to lower class, have to benefit everybody?
Because that's just the way the things work in the political realm, right? Yep. Because this is the thing. If you go out there and you say to all of these people, hey, we're going to pay off $50,000 of your student loan debt. For a lot of people, that's their entire student loan debt. Okay, cool. So you're wiping away student loan debt. Okay. You have an entire middle class, upper middle class, predominantly white people who feel like, well, hey, what about us? That's
where the argument comes into play, JV. 9 times out of 10, those motherfuckers can afford to pay tuition.
But
people who are in student debt are people who are forced to sign a piece of paper their freshman year because they know damn well they can't afford a degree and they have no other options if they want one. That was me. I didn't have a penny. So what else was I going to do but sign off on unsubsidized loans? That was the only option I had. There's people who paid off their shit because the government knew they could, and that's exactly why their butts paid it off.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm in agreement with you. But what I'm saying is, politically speaking, if you're Joe Biden and you're the Democrats, because that's who's going to be running Congress, that's who's the top of the ticket. That's
Aaron, jump in after this.
If you're Joe Biden, you have to do something politically for those people who feel like, what about me? Because you're always going to have that what about it.
You don't always have to come for people though, just to what I'm saying. Like,
if you're trying to get reelected, you do.
It feels
ahead,
like
Aaron.
it feels participation trophy-esque.
Facts.
Because here's the thing, you've gone through all of this, you have the money. Them getting theirs paid off actually doesn't affect you in any way, shape, or form. You feel, just because you feel slighted doesn't mean someone has to give you some sort of incentive to make this seem a little more palatable to you as an upper middle class person.
I see what I'm saying. Okay, it's that argument of it ought not be that.
Oh
way,
my
but
God,
It comes back to
I'm just saying
that good college education, man.
I'm telling you, shout out to
that he's in debt for.
Hey, you know what? And I'm living a good life. But the point that I'm making is, shout out to my boy Trump for posting those loans back into January. Listen, the point that I'm making is that there's a big difference between and I agree with you guys 100%. It ought not be that way. As Americans, we should cherish that. We should be championing that. That's perfect. Now my fellow brothers and sisters that are in college debt up to 50K is going to get a lot of that wiped out. That's going to increase a lot of people's credit scores. It's going to give people more buying power. And that builds a stronger potential for middle class and even lower class people finally moving up to the middle class. I agree. That's the way that America.
But what we're saying is, you're saying there has to be the incentive for those others, and we're saying that is not necessary. You can still achieve the other without doing that.
But
literally only people
speaking,
by doing that.
No, but to answer Sean's question, politically speaking, you must do that.
I don't want you to speak like a politician. I want you to speak like Joshua Vincent.
Yeah, we're not speaking as politicians.
Okay.
Nobody's ever done it, so we don't know that it can be done, so therefore it doesn't have to be done.
Yeah, so JV, does it have to be done? Yes or no? In your opinion?
Okay. In my opinion, yes, because politically speaking, I know I'm not a politician. No, y'all not hear me.
No, you are a politician.
Y'all not hear me. I'm saying politically speaking, yes, it has to be done because you cannot alienate such a large swath of the population. So
why not?
I agree.
So then, hold on. So when I got a friend who got about $2,400 for the stimulus check, right? Or maybe even more than that because they had kids. Okay, cool, no problem. Why didn't I get that money? Just because I don't have kids, I can't get that same amount of money.
There you go.
It's the same art. It's the same concept.
It's a ridiculous concept.
In every tax credit, in every tax credit type situation, people with children get more money. But Sean, let me ask you this: did you get a $1,200 stimulus from Donald Trump? Because you know you make big money.
Yes.
Okay, so my point is this: he must have lied on his tax returns.
But I didn't get as much as other people have got. But I'm not bitching, and I'm not mad at the other people who got more money.
Right, but
I'm not mad at that.
I know you're not. But what I'm saying is this. I'm only speaking to this. Let's say if you bought a house, Sean, right now, bought a house.
Okay.
Cool. You bought a house. It's paid for. And then Biden comes out and say, you know what? If you're not a homeowner, I'm going to give y'all $100,000 to buy a house.
Okay.
You will feel somewhat slighted that you just went to a bank, paid all this money in interest, worked 2-3 jobs, you and your wife, to get a house. And now Aaron, I, and Mary Claire, we are going to walk in and just get us a brand new free house because the government is going to get us the house.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not a shithead. Okay. Only shitheads are gonna feel some type of way. Exactly. Like that. Timing is everything, right? So the timing wasn't there for me to get that shit. No problem, right? But the timing worked out in you guys' fucking favor. Congratulations, motherfuckers. Let me know when the housewarming is. I'll be there.
Sometimes it's okay to feel shitty. Yeah. Sometimes it's okay to feel shitty because you missed out on shit. That doesn't mean everyone has to get it.
Let me hit you with a real world situation. Let's say you go to Popeyes, right? You go to Popeyes. They say you order a 2-piece spicy. They give it to you. You get that shit. You out of here. The next person that come up, they like, oh, we out of spicy chicken.
I'm upset.
You're upset.
I'm calling corporate.
You're calling corporate. So you're calling corporate.
I'm carrying. I'm carrying.
And wait, and then the person who's 3 cars behind you, they finally finish up on the spicy, but you're 20 minutes too late. So now you're mad, or you 20 minutes too early.
I'm upset.
That's
no, shut the fuck up. No, you're not.
No,
you're not. You're ridiculous.
No, I'm serious. Okay.
That's silly.
just so we all on the same
You're a
page,
poor
everybody that's listening.
politician.
No, I
Honestly.
agree. Just so we're clear on my stance here. I agree with MC. I agree with Shine. I agree with Aaron.
No, you
They are
don't,
all-
because every
No,
time
no,
we
I
pose
do.
that question, you say
JB, you sound like Mary Claire. Episode 1 through 7 can't make up her
No.
mind, so she
Uh-oh.
picks both sides.
No.
Uh-oh.
I'm not playing both sides. Hear me out.
Uh-oh.
Just give me 30 seconds. I agree with you guys. It is very ignorant for people to sit there and be upset about this, helping out their fellow countrymen. I agree with you guys wholeheartedly. But the question was posed to me, does that have to be? And I'm saying, yeah, politically speaking, if you're Joe Biden, you have to kind of appease these other people.
I don't know why you
But
keep rephrasing it.
like we understood you the first 5 times you explained it. We understood the first 5 times. I swear to God, we
All
did.
right, here we go. All right, well, listen. All I know is I'm waiting for my credit score to jump up 50 points, so I'm gonna need him to go ahead and throw out that 50.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's all I know. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for me to get an email and say 50K has been paid off because, baby, I'm gonna go out there and buy me a Ferrari.
You know,
I'm
I
gonna be
keep getting.
Oh,
I don't know
Rari?
about you
I
guys.
don't think 50K gonna get you a Ferrari, sir.
I don't know about you guys, but I keep getting that little phone call talking about congratulations, you qualify, and I can't tell if it's a scam or not, so I just hang up
It's a
every time,
scam.
and I'm like, look, I don't know what to trust anymore because I see too many people get scammed off that little, oh, we will pay all of your student loans off with just $5 payment to us, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, nah.
That
No,
sounds
I
like a
wouldn't try that,
scam.
MC.
Yeah, block that
Y'all
number,
have my
please.
social security number. I give it to y'all right now, baby. Pay my loans off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're gonna take everything you got
They can't.
plus that
So then-
flag.
So then the bigger picture question, Aaron, then becomes is why are people like that in general? Why don't people want good for everyone?
Selfishness. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was talking about there's this like little sculpture down the street from my house. I don't know if it's still there. It was there like a week ago, where it was talking about
Did the sculptures just go away? Or-
I don't know. Maybe they took it down. I don't know. Maybe it was illegal. I don't fucking know, man. But
Did somebody
anyway, it says
protest about
open
it?
back. It said open up our public schools, and it's sort of like, why would you want to put kids into a situation while there's a pandemic going on where they can end up sick, or they can get their teacher sick, or someone else can get sick? You can never underestimate just how selfish the human race can be. If something's
It's not a human race, bro. It's Americans, bro. It's Americans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In this situation, yes, 100% Americans. It's like, you think about other people for a change. Let those other people have benefits. Everything that's out there does not have to benefit you. It's
Right.
wild.
So- Can I add on to that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead,
Okay.
JB.
I was just gonna say this real quick, MC. You know, I think it's even above a selfishness. I think that's just the capitalistic mentality and society that we live here in America. Think about it. You know, it's a certain status quo to be able to say you're a part of the middle class, to be able to say that you own certain things. A lot of that comes with that. Think about it on a small level. When you were in high school, if you owned a pair of Jordans, you looked down on other people who also may have spent $100 on their shoes, but because they're not Jordans, they're not good enough, you're more superior than. And so that's just a mentality that we carry here in America. So there's a lot of people who beat their chests and say, I paid my student loans off. I live in this certain zip code. I have this certain credit score. And then when you find out that other people are going to have that equal access and now the playing field is level, that makes them feel less than, because what can they say to you? Their student loans are paid off. Their credit score is high. So now if your credit score is just as high as theirs and your student loans are paid off now, you can't really, there's no difference between you and the person that lives in a different zip code, right? So I think it's a lot of classism, and I think it's a lot of just kind of being able to be hardy and say that you're better than somebody else based on your experience. You know, and I'll conclude, the craziest thing I've seen on social media is all these mid-wealthy people going around talking about, well, I paid my student loans off for a year. I had this nice job that my dad gave me working at a tech firm, making $250,000 a year. I stayed in my parents' house. My dad paid my rent for an entire year, and all I did was pay off my student loans. Why
Must
can't
be
you
nice
people
to
do
have
the
that as
same?
an option, Joseph.
Right. Exactly. And it's like, why can't
Bartholomew
you
fuck.
people, right? Why can't you people do the same? And that's kind of what it is.
But everyone who looks at it in that direction, it's also the same thing when you think of, barriers for even just different minority groups. Like, I had a professor when I was in college, and he taught a class on leadership and followership, and then he also broke it down and talked about how we need to support each other as the human race. And he was saying there's always going to be two people in the world: the people who put the barriers up to make it harder for those who are already disadvantaged, and then the people who are trying to help break those barriers down to kind of balance things out between people. Like, people think like everything is even in this world, and it's not. Like, they don't see the other side. And those people who are sitting there salty are probably those people.
For sure.
Big facts. So let us know what you guys think as far as the student loan forgiveness conversation goes. Are you guys for it? Are you guys against it? We really want to hear what you guys have to say on this topic in general. So let's go ahead and wrap things up, right, with our little rapid fire or final thoughts, whatever you want to call it. Aaron, big fella, we're going to start with you.
Just want to say, I hope this student loan shit does go through, because I ain't paid my shit in like 2 years.
Let me call the IRS. Where you sure that?
Well, first of all, I've gotten tax returns, so of course I'm not like defaulting on them, sir.
Oh, okay.
They've just been deferred.
Your creditors.
They've just been deferred. That's all.
Call your creditors.
I'm with you on that one, big dog. JV, what you got, bro?
Bro, let me tell you, this is what I need the government to do real quick, y'all. I need the government to create a hotline for people that's breaking pandemic rules and then like pay us money. Because if JB Prisker was to say, do you know anybody that went out the country and now they going back to work like they ain't never went out the country, I'd be like, yes, this guy named Sean Allen. I would like really report him and turn him in, even if JB just gave me $50. So Illinois, I know y'all like money, right? Make a hotline where you can report your friends who take unnecessary vacations to Mexico, because I'm definitely reporting. That's all.
Someone sounds salty because
I was
they
really
get to take a
salty.
vacation.
I was very salty watching him pet kangaroos and shit. I just couldn't believe it. Here I am working my full-time American job,
Oh my
and you
God.
out here taking your stimulus check to play in the water. Go ahead,
Oh my
Mary Claire.
It was a
I'm
fucking
upset.
ball. Mary Claire, what you got?
I mean, I don't even know how to follow that other than by saying make sure y'all go check your credit score. I know we haven't talked about it for a while, but y'all should probably check it. I hope everybody at this table is doing very good, especially because we all sitting here salty talking about vacations. I'm ready for one.
You're desperate for one.
I'm so desperate for one. I was literally just talking about Vegas, so I hope that still happens. But other than that,
Cool.
I hope everybody finishes out the year healthy and happy, and I hope we go into 2021 with some, breaks on these loans and more money in our pockets.
All right, quick question. Can I ask Mary Claire, since she worked 80 hours a day, can you pay off our student loans? Because
First
8
of all,
hours a
I
day,
don't
oh,
wait. I
shit.
don't. First of
A
all,
week,
At
sir.
eight-
I don't work
at
80 hours a day.
I
Second
don't
of all,
think JB understands time.
second of all, if I was getting a higher pay for the amount of hours I worked, I would have been had my loans paid off, but I don't. So
I'm just
that's
saying, let us hold. You gonna fly us out to Vegas? That's all I want to know.
hell no.
Oh, okay.
See, this your cheap ass. No.
Man, so my final thought is just thank you guys for tuning in. We've missed you guys. We love you guys. Please listen to us on any platform where you can get all podcasts, right? Watch us on YouTube. Rock with us. Stay with us. Get comments, likes, shares, subscribe. If you guys get any topics you want us to talk about in the future, we are back, baby.
Isn't this Aaron's job? He wrote a whole script.
No,
So
I'm
to be honest
fine.
with you, I forgot he wroat that shit.
You did.
Right,
I
so
can
wait.
see it. I can see
Wait,
it.
before we
That's
go,
how long
can I
it's
be
been,
Aaron?
man.
Before we go, can I
shit.
be Aaron? Thank you for subscribing to.
That's not at all how it is. You can calm your ass
Our
down, bro.
YouTube page.
Oh,
Hey, don't forget to
shit.
follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
He changed it.
Facts. High Chicago 312. Until next time, everybody. We love you guys. Peace out.